This is Center Grove Boys Basketball League Championship Saturday from the historic West Gym at Center Grove High School. Today's championship games are being proudly presented by Jets Pizza. Colored One, I'm Kevin Conrad, along with Center Grove Boys Basketball League board member and coach Rick Embry. Here in the 6th grade contest, it will be the number 2 seeded Oregon Ducks at 9-3 against the 4th seeded Notre Dame Fighting Irish, who stand at 7-4. During the regular season, it was a close battle between the Ducks and the Irish. It was the Ducks winning 28-25, and Rick Embry, we've had great games up to this point. In the first 3 games, all of them very, very close, right down to the wire, and I expect the same here in the 4th game of the day. This is the 6th grade championship.
Yeah, you're right, Kevin. The first time that these two teams played, it was a 28-25 game, and actually Notre Dame hit a three-pointer about a half a second after the final buzzer that would have tied it and went into overtime. But both these teams playing very well. Oregon's been a solid team all year, finished 2nd in the league, and they have 2 dynamic players that do most of their scoring, but they have lots of guys that contribute. And then Notre Dame's been playing well in the tournament. They've got lots of guys that can score, very well balanced, and they had a fantastic year as well. So looking forward to another good game. Like you said, Kevin, we've had 3 marvelous games, 2 of them that went down to the last minute, 1 that went down to the last shot, and looking forward to another great matchup here.
Let's now join our public address announcer, Jason Mueller, for the player introductions. Unless they decide not to introduce the players, but in the previous 3 games they did.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, once again, welcome to Center Grove High School. This is your 6th grade Center Grove Boys Basketball League Championship today. Rosters for both teams. Let's start with the red team, Notre Dame. Grant Stoops, Aiden Kennedy, Jake Thompson, Matt Pence, Matt Devaney, Carter Pell, David Janes, and Cole Fuss. They are coached by Jeremy Pell and Matt Stoops. And now for the home team in white, Oregon, Carson Mccracken, Luke DeHaven, Drew Sauter, Jake Gagnon, Brandon Fields, Mick Robinson, Evan Jackson, and Matt Harris. And Oregon is coached by Dusty DeHaven and Rick Sauter. Good luck to both teams, gentlemen. Play basketball.
For Notre Dame, head coach Jeremy Pell, now in his 2nd year in the league. He was an assistant last year, his first appearance in a championship game. His assistant, Matt Stoops, 2nd year in the league. He was a head coach last year, assistant this year, his first time in a championship game. And for the Oregon Ducks, Dustin DeHaven, 4th year as a coach, 1 championship appearance, or first championship appearance, I should say, and his assistant is Rick Sauter, 3 years coaching in the league, and his first appearance also in a championship game. Both teams getting set to tip off here in the 5th grade, should say 6th grade championship. Oregon Ducks win the tap. With the basketball is Drew Sauter, being checked by David Janes. David Janes wearing jersey number 14 today. Sauter flips it back, shot on the way, it's partially blocked. Out of bounds, it will belong to Notre Dame. Good defense.
Yeah, good defense right there by Notre Dame. They did a good job of coming over and helping on Sauter, and that's what you're going to have to do the entire game. Drew does a good job of driving the lane, and they're going to need everybody to step over and help on him.
David Janes to Grant Stoops. Had the ball taken away. Here comes Drew Sauter with the left-handed dribble. Looks to drive to that baseline, ran into his teammate, Evan Jackson. Now the ball out on top with Jake Gagnon. Again, for the Oregon Ducks, they are in the white jerseys today. Notre Dame in the red. Dribbling the basketball is Mick Robinson. Mick Robinson takes a shot on the baseline, missed it. with the rebound. Notre Dame pulling it down is Carter Pell.
That's one thing that Pell does a fantastic job of. He's a big kid inside, big and stocky, and he does a good job of always going to the glass.
David James scores the first basket of today's 6th grade championship game, putting Notre Dame in front 2-0. Sauter tries to respond with a shot of his own on the baseline. And it will be Notre Dame basketball. Again, once there is a change in possession, the other team does have to drop back. You can do full court pressure, though, in the last 2 minutes of the fourth quarter. Grant Stoops throws it towards the rim. On the attack, here comes the Quack attack. Nice spin move by Sauter. Looked like he might have been fouled. They're going to say he did get fouled, so he'll get 2 shots.
Yeah, good job right there. And then Notre Dame needs to do a better job of finding Sauter right away. I mean, he in this quarter is going to be their main ball handler. Their other person of their dynamic duo, Luke DeHaven's out this quarter, so Sauter will be the main ball handler, and Notre Dame needs to do a better job of finding him initially and picking him up as soon as he gets past half court.
Coach Jeremy Pell says here their motto for this year for his Notre Dame team, work hard and play smart. That's their slogan. And he says all the players have done a great job contributing this year for the Irish. Sauter hits 1 out of 2 free throws, makes it a 2-1 ball game. Notre Dame by 1 here in the 6th grade championship game. David James dribbling out on top here for the Irish to the basket, and he just missed it, got his own rebound, looks to pass, reach-in foul against Oregon.
He got another good shot inside. It just rimmed out, but James did a good job of going to the glass and getting that offensive rebound, and then he was fouled.
Off the out-of-bounds play, they go to James, deep left corner. Try to go baseline. Good defense by Sauter, taking away the baseline. 4.5 minutes to play here in the opening quarter, 2-1. Irish. Before the shot whistle, foul against the Oregon Ducks. Coach DeHaven says here about his Ducks, he said they've done a great job to work together all season long. The parents have been fantastic in rooting for their team, very supportive. And the boys have really improved on this Oregon team throughout the season. Baseline shot was missed by Stoops. Another try missed here on the baseline by Aiden Kennedy. Sauter across midcourt. He'll take that long perimeter shot. It's short on the rebound. Notre Dame. Cole Fuss with the rebound. Baseline shot just rimmed out for Grant Stoops. Out of bounds. It will stay Notre Dame ball.
Yeah, Stoops was fantastic in the semifinal game on Tuesday, and I would know because he did it against my team. He ended up with 16 points in that game, and he hit shots from all over the place. He was a huge part of that win for them.
Missed shot from the perimeter for Notre Dame. Low-scoring game so far, 2-1, and Sauter in transition is a little short with his shot. Notre Dame with 1 field goal by David James, 1 free throw for the Ducks. Drew Sauter with that free throw. Almost halfway through the opening quarter, only 2-1 here in the 6th grade championship game. Perimeter shot is in there. Well done by Aiden Kennedy, his first basket.
Good job by Fuss. He drove the lane and drew the double team and did a nice job of passing it back out. And Aiden Kennedy put in about a 7-foot jumper right there.
Trying to go back to Drew Sauter in the post. Good interior defense. Tipping the ball out of bounds is Cole Fuss. Ball goes out of bounds off of Sauter's foot for the Ducks. They have yet to score a field goal. Only 1 free throw. They trail 4-1. Maybe some early jitters here for both teams.
Yeah, we've seen that in a couple of the other games too, Kevin. It's been pretty low scoring in this first quarter. I think the aspect of playing in the big gym here. It takes a little bit of while for the kids to get accustomed to it.
The crowds have been very, very good all day long, and here for the 6th grade championship, it's also another nice-sized crowd.
Yeah, you're right, Kevin. They have been fantastic all day.
The missed shot by James, but his teammate got the rebound. Cole Fuss having a pretty good opening quarter here for the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. James trying to go to the basket. He's fouled. He'll get 2 free throws. We'll read some player profiles from each team. Again, these are profiles written by the players today. For Notre Dame, number 5 is Matthew Devaney. He goes to Middle School North. Mr. Pearson is his favorite teacher. Best part about basketball is the fast-paced nature of the game. His favorite college team, Indiana. Favorite player, Victor Oladipo. And the big highlight for Matthew is when he won the league in the 4th grade. Again, that's Matthew Devaney, number 5 for Notre Dame today. David James hits 1 out of 2 free throws. His 3rd point of the ball game. 5-1. Notre Dame with the early lead over the Oregon Ducks. Sauter weaves through the defense, gets to the rim, and just left it short. He's been short on his shots here in the first quarter. James will stop and pop that 3 and rimmed it. Good rebound, chasing it down. Mick Robinson.
Yeah, James got a good look at the 3 right there. Just went in and out, and good job by Robinson of chasing that ball down in the corner.
Sauter, leading scorer in the 6th grade division. Shot from the perimeter, good-looking shot, just off the mark by Jake Gagnon. Had a good look at it.
Yeah, he did have a good look. It looked like it was going in, and another one just went off the edge of the rim. But turnover right here by Notre Dame.
Grant Stoops travels in the backcourt. 5-1 is our count. Notre Dame with the lead, 1:25 to play, opening quarter. Lean-in shot is off the mark by Evan Jackson. Again, the Ducks yet to score a field goal here in the opening quarter. Only 1 free throw, and David James lost a shoe.
Yeah, looked like the Denard Robinson there. He didn't have the shoes tied enough, and that came off at half court. Referee stopped for James to pick that up.
In the previous game in the 5th grade championship, I think we had to stop at least 2, maybe 3 times to allow players to get their shoes tied.
It's amazing that I've got a 6th grader that seems to have a hard time. His shoes are always untied, and I can't quite figure out if he never learned that in kindergarten or what. You know, one thing about this 6th grade, and you know this as well, Kevin, since you had a team in the 6th grade as well, is it's been very balanced throughout the year. A lot of close games and a lot of parity from top to bottom, and that's what you want in a league, so that there's not one dominant team, and there hasn't been this year.
Stoops out on top, delivers the pass to the wing. Aiden Kennedy goes baseline, threw up a wild shot, missed it. Here comes Drew Sauter. Sauter across midcourt. Dribbles on the perimeter. Down by a score of 5-1. He'll pull it out with the dribble with 45 seconds to play here in the first quarter. David James applying the pressure on Sauter. Gets away from him, weaves through the defense, puts out the shot, missed it. Had another good look, just rimmed it out. With the rebound, Notre Dame. David James behind the back dribble. Some nifty dribbling by David James, working against Drew Sauter. Now attacks the basket. On his way to the basket, he's fouled. A couple of shots coming up for David James.
Well, James has been aggressive here in the first quarter. I think in the semifinal game he only had 2 or 4 points, but he's been very aggressive here and taking the ball to the basket multiple times and picked up a few fouls against Oregon.
Foul was committed before the shot, so a ball out of bounds here for Notre Dame. Down to 15 seconds, first quarter. David James dribbling out on top. May go for 1 here. Down to 7 seconds. James trying to make a move. Now he goes to the basket, puts out the shot out of bounds, and that brings us to the end of the first quarter. 5-1 is our score. The Notre Dame Fighting Irish leading the Oregon Ducks here in the 6th grade championship game at the West Gym. Proudly presented by Jets Pizza. Rick, both teams trying to fill each other out a little bit here in the opening quarter. Again, the Irish 5 points, but for the Ducks, had some good looks, just couldn't quite put the ball in the basket.
Yeah, I wouldn't expect with the amount of scoring that Drew Sauter does, I wouldn't expect him to continue to miss those shots throughout the game. He struggled a little bit in the first quarter, but I'm sure he'll bounce back here. But, you got to also credit Notre Dame's defense. They did a good job of coming over and playing help side defense against him. And any time that you can limit a team that I think Oregon in their 2 games in the tournament have scored over 40 points. So they're an explosive offense. And to hold them to 1 point in this first quarter, that's very impressive by Coach Pell and Coach Stoops and Notre Dame. And in addition to that, they also scored 5 points themselves.
For the Fighting Irish, number 4 is Matt Pence. He goes to Center Grove Middle School Central. Mr. Painter, his favorite teacher. Favorite thing about basketball is winning. His favorite Center Grove Trojan basketball player is Anderson McCoy. Favorite college team, the Florida Gators. Favorite player in the NBA of all time is Hakeem Olajuwon. Big highlight for Matt, hitting the game-winning shot in the 5th grade school tournament. Won the tournament championship for Sugar Grove. And he also says, I'm dating Maria Noble. I have 387 followers on Instagram.
He's got his 6th grade girlfriend. You got to like that. I wonder what kind of parents that Matt Pence has, at least a father.
And he also says, I eat French toast twice per day.
Wow, that's some kind of healthy meal as well. So his girlfriend got mentioned, the number of followers on Instagram, which I'm sure you're all over Instagram as well, Kevin.
Exactly.
And then to have a favorite player of Hakeem Olajuwon, he goes old school right there.
That's Matt Pence, number 4 today, playing for the Fighting Irish. To begin things here in the second quarter, the Irish trail the Ducks 5-1. Here's Matt Pence right now with the basketball for the Ducks. Makes his way to the basket. Fouled before the shot. Foul called against Evan Jackson. Cole Fuss, he's number 8 for Notre Dame. It says here that he goes to Center Grove Central Middle School. I do believe it's Mr. Redmond, favorite teacher. Says he loves playing basketball, likes to play with his teammates and his friends. As Jake Thompson had the ball taken away. Good job by the Oregon Ducks.
Yeah, good hustle by Gagnon right there. He got on the floor, he knocked it away, and then he got on the floor and he picked up the loose ball.
At the free throw line, that's Matt Harris. Bounce pass. Evan Jackson to Luke DeHaven. His three-pointer is off the mark. And Jake Gagnon tries to put it up there. A little short, out of bounds. To finish up with Cole Fuss, number 8 for Notre Dame. He says here his favorite college basketball team is IU and Cody Zeller. Rick, I've had only one say they like Purdue all day long.
Oh, man, what's this world? Center Grove School District coming to.
I've had a
might
lot.
Have asked, if you'd have asked a couple years ago when they had the big 3, that might have been a little different.
The favorite college player so far today has been Victor Oladipo of Indiana.
I could see
a lot
that.
of Cody Zellers, a lot of Johnny Marlins and Andy Smithers as well.
Yeah.
But also Cole says he likes Butler basketball. Big highlight for Cole. Says they're growing with this team, and also thanks to his coaches for all their hard work. That's Cole Fuss, number 8 for Notre Dame today. Shot is good for the Ducks. Luke DeHaven scores his first basket.
Well, I think a big part for Oregon is just to get a couple of their shots to go. I think if that happens, then things are going to open up for them, and DeHaven might be giving them a little spark this quarter.
And the ball was trying to be saved from going out of bounds by Gagnon. He threw it out of bounds. Good effort. Score is 5-3. The Notre Dame Fighting Irish lead it by 2. That was the first field goal for the Oregon Ducks by DeHaven, coming here in quarter number 2. Only had one free throw in that opening quarter. Grant Stoops dribbling out on top here for the Irish. Works it to the left side of the court. Bounce pass to the wing, now to the lane. Shot was blocked. Aiden Kennedy had a shot blocked. Good defense by the Ducks out of bounds.
Yeah, I think that was Carson Mccracken that did a good job of playing defense against Kennedy, and he got the block shot right there, and Oregon ended up with the ball.
DeHaven takes it strong to the baseline. Shot is good. Luke DeHaven, 4 points. He's sporting the green socks today. So far, the green socks bringing him some pretty good luck. Couple of baskets. He has tied this game at 5 apiece. Coach Jeremy Pell, the head coach of Notre Dame, calls a timeout. 4:38 to play here in the second quarter. For the Oregon Ducks, I do believe Evan Jackson, he's number 7. Didn't quite have time to complete his profile. All we know about Evan, that he wears number 7. He plays for the Ducks. He's in 6th grade, and he goes to Center Grove Middle School Central. So maybe we can say that Evan, somewhere along the way, has to be a Purdue fan, right? We
Sure.
can fill in the blanks for him.
Yep, Purdue fan. His favorite player's got to be, Travis Carroll or, somebody.
We had a Robbie Hummel earlier today.
I like that. That kid's got a bright future. Whoever said that. It's too bad there aren't any Embreys in the championship games. You'd have heard all kinds of. Well, I hope you would have heard all kinds of Purdue players.
So again, for the Oregon Ducks, Evan Jackson today is number 7, and we'll fill in some of the blanks for him. We'll say he is a Purdue fan. For Notre Dame, Aiden Kennedy, number 2. He goes to Middle School North. Ms. Steinzinger, if I'm saying that correctly, favorite teacher. Best part about basketball, playing with friends and having fun. Favorite Trojan basketball player, Ryan Pendergraft of the varsity squad. He's also an IU fan and loves Victor Oladipo. And back to action, Jake Thompson on the baseline, throws it off of DeHaven out of bounds, so they'll maintain possession. To finish up with Aiden Kennedy, number 2 for Notre Dame. He said his big highlight, the games where I had 6 points, and another game I had 9 rebounds. Also, he says my favorite NBA player is Kevin Durant. We had a lot of Kevin Durants today.
Yeah.
Matt Pence to the basket, almost traveled. Flips it back out on top to Jake Thompson. Resets the offense. We're tied at 5 apiece here in the 6th grade championship game at the West Gym. Inside 4 minutes to play in the second quarter. Good defense here by the Oregon Ducks.
Yeah, really both teams are playing good defense. Hard for Notre Dame to get any open space here, to get an open shot.
Thompson from deep left it short on the rebound. Here come the Ducks. DeHaven, a couple of field goals here in the second quarter, has tied this game. He goes to the basket, scores. Let's see if they'll count it, or is it going to be on the floor? No basket. Yes, they will count. No basket. Okay. No basket before the shot.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a lost set of keys over here at the scorer's table. Check 5, 6, 3, set of keys.
Mccracken to DeHaven. Nice crossover dribble. Nice pass by DeHaven to Jackson. Back to DeHaven, a lean-in 3. Just missed it. Good look for DeHaven.
Yeah, Luke's a good shooter from the outside. He's hit a lot of those 3-pointers. He gets good rotation on that, and a lot of times he hits those shots.
Stoops fouled going to the basket. He'll get a couple of free throws. We've been tied at 5-5 for quite a while. 3 minutes to play here in the first half. Now they're going to say out of bounds. It was on the floor before the shot. Pence will throw it in for the Irish. Stoops will set up the offense, looks to the bench, getting the call from the head coach, Jeremy Pell. Almost had it taken away by Gagnon. Good defense.
Gagnon is playing fantastic defense on Stoops so far.
Very aggressive. Now Gagnon trips over the pick, and a 3 by Stoops off the mark. Rebound. Good job by the Oregon Ducks, ripping that one away. Evan Jackson. Luke DeHaven to Gagnon. He'll fire a 3. Missed it. Good look. And the ball goes out of bounds. Off of red, it belongs to the Ducks. Off the out-of-bounds play, they get a pretty good look. Carson Mccracken was just under the basket too much. Jake Thompson scores on the fast break to give his team a 2-point lead.
Yeah, good body control right there by Jake Thompson. He was getting pressure from multiple sides.
Great take by Luke DeHaven. Score it. He's fouled. 6 points for Luke DeHaven, going for point number 7 at the free throw line.
Yeah, DeHaven's been fantastic in the second quarter here. He's single-handedly brought them back, Oregon, after scoring 1 point in the first quarter. DeHaven's got 6. He's working on his 7th point, which is all of Oregon's points in this quarter. And he hit the free throw.
Luke DeHaven playing very, very well here in the second quarter. Set out the first quarter. He has 7 points, 7 of his team's 8. And now Matt Pence banks in a shot. The bank is open late here on a Saturday afternoon. First basket for Matt Pence, putting his team back in front 9-8. Momentarily, the Ducks had their first lead, but didn't last very long. McCracken.
Yep.
They're going to call a 3-second lane violation against the Oregon Ducks.
Yeah, Evan Jackson did a good job of getting the rebound, but as he was trying to find somebody to open the pass to, he stayed within the lane a little bit too long.
Thompson had the ball tapped away by Luke DeHaven. Down to 90 seconds here in the opening half. Very highly contested first half, very close. Now we have a jump ball situation. Arrow says it belongs to the Ducks.
Yeah, good job again by Gagnon right there. He's playing fantastic defense against Grant Stoops. Stoops has yet to score a point in this game, and he comes in as one of the leading scorers for Notre Dame.
DeHaven called for steps. Made a nice move. Rick, if this was football, we'd have quite a matchup. You got the Irish, great defense against the Ducks.
High scoring
offense.
Yep.
That would be one heck of a ball game. Grant Stoops going to the basket. He's fouled. Nice entry pass by Thompson to Stoops. Stoops got a good look at it. He'll be at the line to shoot a couple.
Yeah, that was a good pass by Jake Thompson, and that's something that Notre Dame does well. They did that good in the semifinal game, that they passed the ball well and got guys open, and those guys put the ball in the basket. So a fantastic job of sharing the ball by Notre Dame.
First point for Grant Stoops. His team in front by 2 as he sets for the next one, and it is no good. It's 10-8. Notre Dame by 2. Here comes Luke DeHaven with 1:10 to play here in the first half. He'll go all the way to the basket and puts it in. 9 points for DeHaven. He's got 9 of the team's 10. Splendid quarter for DeHaven. Thompson has scored on the floor before the shot.
He should be in the bonus. So Thompson should be going to the line for a bonus.
He'll step up there for Jake Thompson today. 1 basket for 2 points. We're tied at 10 apiece. 101 for Jake Thompson. First free throw banks in. So a couple of bank shots for the Irish. 1 by Thompson here on the free throw. 1 by Pence on a field goal. .58 seconds remaining here in quarter number 2. 6th grade championship game. A battle for the rebound. DeHaven pulls it out. 11-10, Ducks by 1. Ball tipped out of bounds. Jumping the passing lane was Aiden Kennedy.
You know, it's great to see, Kevin, and one of the reasons why we wanted to put on this is as you look down in this one end zone, you got all of those 6th grade boys that are there and shouting, and when there's a three-pointer by either team, they're standing up and hollering. So, I mean, that was the whole purpose behind us doing some of this, is kind of try to install some of that basketball pride and get all the kids and the community involved, Kevin, and I think it's worked out pretty well so far today.
A couple of missed shots by Oregon's Gagnon and Harris, and now they'll try it again with 25 seconds. That's Harris. And Harris still with the basketball. He is strong with the ball, and he is fouled from behind. Reach-in foul against Notre Dame. And you're right, you got a lot of your other 6th graders who competed this year in the 6th grade league, supporting both teams. Off the out-of-bounds play, Gagnon couldn't quite handle it.
Now, I do know, Kevin, if you've got Matt Harris's player profile, that kid likes Purdue. So I sure hope that he put that down. His dad's got a Purdue license plate, so I sure hope you get to him. Pence for three.
Oh, missed it. 10 seconds to play. DeHaven will push to try and get a last-second shot down to 5 seconds. He goes around the defender, pulls up, takes the three. It's no good. And that will bring us to halftime. And it's 11-10. The Notre Dame Fighting Irish lead it by 1 here in the 6th grade championship over the Oregon Ducks. Today's Center Grove Boys Basketball League Championship games from the historic West Gym at Center Grove High School are being proudly presented by Jets Pizza at CenterGroveSportsNetwork.com.
Ray Skim's got your truck, man. Big and little trucks, man. Integrated locations, man. Skim's got your truck, man. He's got SUVs, crossovers, long bed, short bed, flat bed, dump cab, crew cab, cinder cab, half ton, 3/4 ton, 1 ton, high cube van, cargo van, diesel engine, gas in stock, or custom in the color you want, man. Ray Skim's got your truck, man. Big and little trucks, man. Integrated locations, man. Skim's got your truck, man. Ray Skillman's got your truck, man.
Time here at the West Gym in the 6th grade championship game. The Irish lead the Ducks by 1 point, 11-10. Let's now join public address announcer Jason Mueller for the presentation of the Mental Attitude Award winners and the Coach of the Year award.
This time we would like to recognize the Mental Attitude Award winners for the 6th grade as well as the Coach of the Year. First of all, Coach of the Year comes from Kentucky, John Seifert. Take a bow, John. And for the Mental Attitude Award winners, starting with USC, Jamison Ward. From Indiana, Jackson Norman. From Oregon, Carson Mccracken. From Kansas, Drew Green. Missouri, Jacob Brummett. From IUPUI, Noah Wall. From Florida, Keaton Lunsford. From Ohio State, Blaine Joseph. From Notre Dame, Aiden Kennedy. From Kentucky, Cade Lansdell. And from Butler, Gabriel Bruner. Please forgive me if I mispronounced any names. Ladies and gentlemen, your 6th grade Mental Attitude Award winners.
Again, we are at halftime of the Center Grove Boys Basketball League 6th grade championship game. In the first half, the Irish put up 11 points, the Ducks 10 points. After that first quarter, Notre Dame led 5-1, only one free throw in that opening quarter for the Irish. And in quarter number 2, the Irish were outscored 9-6 by the Ducks. In that second quarter, Luke DeHaven played very, very well. He scored all 9 points for the Ducks, making it a 1-point game here at halftime. Again, 11-10. The Irish clinging to a 1-point lead over the Ducks. Today's live broadcast of the Center Grove Boys Basketball League Championships at CenterGroveSportsNetwork.com will be archived and available online for future viewing at CenterGroveSportsNetwork.com. Also, DVDs of each game are available to purchase online at CenterGroveSportsNetwork.com. CenterGroveSportsNetwork.com is your source for Center Grove Trojan basketball. Today's CGBBL championship games are being brought to you by Jets Pizza. Jets Pizza is located on State Road 135 in the Colby Shops. Jets Pizza is open daily for lunch and dinner. Call 317-881-JETS for pickup or delivery. Jets Pizza, life is short. Eat better pizza. Also, today's games being brought to you by Ray Skillman Automotive Group, a proud supporter of the Center Grove Boys Basketball League. Ray Skillman, where we stack them deep and sell them cheap.
He won the Pacers camp deal.
For the Oregon Ducks today, number 1 is Carson Mccracken. He goes to Center Grove Middle School Central. Mrs. Poole, his favorite teacher. Favorite thing about playing basketball, he says, is being a part of a team. His favorite Trojan of all time is Johnny Marlin. His favorite NBA team, the Oklahoma City Thunder. And his favorite pro player is Kevin Durant. The highlight for Carson Mccracken in 3rd grade, he got 3 steals in a row and converted 2 of them 4 points. And he also says he loves to watch college basketball with his family, especially when IU is playing. For Notre Dame today, Grant Stoops, number 1, he goes to Center Grove Middle School Central. Mr. Wingler, his favorite teacher, he says he loves everything about basketball. Big fan of the Indiana Pacers. His favorite player, Steve Nash of the Lakers. And the big highlight for Grant Stoops, half-court shot at the end of the first half to take the lead. So a big moment there for Grant Stoops. He is a 6th grader for the Notre Dame Fighting Irish today. He wears number 1. For the Oregon Ducks, Luke DeHaven, again, big second quarter for the Ducks. He is number 2. He goes to Center Grove Middle School Central. Mr. Painter, his favorite teacher. He says the best part about playing basketball, having fun, and being aggressive. His favorite Trojan of all time is Andy Smithers. Of course, Andy now playing for the Butler Bulldogs. His favorite college basketball player is Cody Zeller of the Indiana Hoosiers. And the highlight for Luke DeHaven, making a game-winning layup in 5th grade. That's Luke DeHaven, number 2 for the Oregon Ducks. Right now they've got the Ray Skillman shootout competition going on here at halftime. A chance to shoot a layup, free throw, 3-pointer for some valuable prizes. For Notre Dame, number 3 is Jacob Thompson. Jacob goes to Middle School North. Not for sure on the name here. Miss McHar, maybe, at North is his favorite teacher. I do apologize, not for sure how to pronounce that name, but Jacob says here the best part about basketball is learning new things. His favorite Trojan of all time is Johnny Marlin. Jacob is also a big fan of Kevin Durant of the Oklahoma City Thunder. Big highlight for Jacob Thompson. He said, last year's championship game, we may have lost, but I know everyone played their heart out. He also says NBA favorite team is the Thunder. Favorite college team, Rick Embry, is Purdue.
Jake Thompson, my new favorite player for the 6th grade championship game.
Oh, and he goes on to say, I hope to play college basketball for Purdue someday.
I like that. Him and my son JT. That's what JT thinks he's going to do too.
There you go. They'll be teammates at Purdue someday. We'll do one more before we start the second half. One more profile. Andrew Sauter, number 3 today for the Oregon Ducks. He goes to Middle School Central. Mrs. Poole, his favorite teacher. Best part about basketball is scoring. His favorite Trojan of all time, Johnny Marlin. He loves the Pacers and Lance Stevenson. Big highlight for Drew Sauter in 5th grade. The All-Star game, our team hit a game winner in overtime. And additional information about Drew Sauter, when we win, I would like fireworks to shoot off. There you go. May need to go down to the field house for that one.
I was going to say, that is one thing we did not think of today was indoor, and I don't think that Principal Shockley or Athletic Director Shornick would have been too pleased if we'd have shot some fireworks off here.
Oh, Jake Thompson begins the second half in fine fashion with a drive to the basket, scoring at the line for 1. Jake Thompson, 5 points in the ball game for the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Sets for the free throw, and it is long. 13-10, Irish by 3.
Better pick up the ball.
DeHaven going right to the basket, and he scores easily. 11 points for DeHaven.
Yeah, they didn't. Little miscommunication there. Nobody picked up DeHaven. He just went coast to coast for the bucket.
Not a good thing when you don't pick up the leading scorer.
No.
A missed shot here for the Irish. And now they're going to give the ball right back to Oregon. Again, they've got to get back defensively. Cannot steal the ball here in the backcourt. Not until the last 2 minutes of the fourth quarter. Then you can do full court pressure. Sauter across midcourt, gets a high ball screen, trying to get to the baseline. Good screen. Shot by Sauter is off the mark. On the rebound to Haven. His putback doesn't go. Cleared out by Cole Fuss.
Fuss has done a good job on the board so far. He's probably got 4 or 5 rebounds, and that's what you need. Not everybody can score all the time, so good job by Fuss.
Thompson for 3. Rebound fought for, pulled out of there by Sauter. Here comes Sauter. Good speed across midcourt. Down the lane, off to DeHaven. He sets the feet, fires, and it's long. David James with the rebound. He was able to snag it. 13-12. Irish by 1. 5:30 to play, third quarter. David James fires. Weak side rebound. Fuss comes up with it. Thompson will try a 3. Barely caught rim, but it is saved by Fuss. Should say
that Matt Devaney got that
yeah,
rebound.
Devaney.
Passed it back in, and James just came up a little bit short on his shot.
Ducks have a chance to take the lead. They're down by 1. Pass goes to the corner. Robinson out on top. DeHaven fires a 3 and just rimmed it out. Good luck for DeHaven. Low scoring contest, 13-12. Irish by 1.
Yeah, and this is kind of the type of game that you expect. The first team that goes on a 6-0 or 8-0 run is going to be the one that's going to end up winning this game. Fuss.
He's playing a great championship game.
Yeah, Fuss did a good job of setting his feet, got the ball about the free throw line and put it in.
Sauter, shot is short. His teammate got the rebound. His shot is no good.
Mick Robinson got that rebound.
Robinson. And they'll reset the offense. 15-12. Ducks with the ball, down by 3. Robinson with a good pick for Sauter. His shot just rimmed out. Good look. Tough day so far for Sauter. Just catching some rim here in today's game. Thompson, nice crossover down the lane. Left it short on the rebound. The Ducks. Carson Mccracken. DeHaven now to Sauter. Sauter pulls it out with the dribble. Good switching defense there by the Irish. DeHaven leans in, shot is short. Devaney with the rebound. Thompson sets up the offense. His team in front, 15-12, 3:20 to play in the third quarter. David James tries a 3, missed it. Weak side rebound, Ducks. Brandon Fields with the rebound. Both teams struggling to score. From the corner, a 3 is long. McCracken.
Good hustle by Mick Robinson right there to hustle and chase down that long rebound in the corner there and get Oregon another opportunity for a bucket, and then he was fouled by Pell.
Halfway through the third quarter. DeHaven will bring it up for the Oregon Ducks. A nice crossover dribble. Pulls up, takes that long perimeter shot, hit the back point, out of bounds. Off of the red jersey.
Yeah, Oregon's actually got to feel pretty good right now about only being down by 3. DeHaven's got a lot of points, but they've missed a lot of shots. So if some of those shots start going in, then Oregon's going to start making a run here.
Sauter going to the basket, draws contact. He'll get a couple of free throws. Good patience by Sauter. Finally got a seam where he could get to the basket. The Ducks are down by 3, 15-12. 2 minutes, 43 seconds to play here in the third quarter. This is the 6th grade championship game from the West Gym, being presented by Jets Pizza. Free throw by Sauter is good. Sauter now 2 of 3 from the free throw line, 2 points. Next free throw is a little bit long. On the rebound, being tipped around, picked up by Sauter. So now they'll get another opportunity to tie the game with a two-pointer and possibly take the lead. DeHaven has shown he could shoot that three-point ball. McCracken fakes the shot, goes baseline.
Good pass.
Robinson's shot is too strong. Good rebound by Matt Devaney.
Yeah, Matt Devaney's had a good third quarter here with a lot of rebounds.
15-13, Irish by 2 with the basketball. Shot by Fuss is
again.
good. Man, if we did a player of the game, I think Fuss would be the one for Notre Dame.
I mean, those are just 2 big buckets. Nice little free throws. He's doing a good job of setting his feet, and they're getting him a good pass, and he's put in 2.
17-13. 4-point lead for the Irish. Just under 2 minutes to play here in quarter number 3. McCracken, shot is short. David James with the rebound. Here comes James. And he's going to be called for palming the ball. Turnover against the Irish.
Yeah, he got in a little bit of hurry right there, James did, and carried the ball.
High ball screen for Sauter. Good pick by Brandon Fields. Robinson takes the shot, missed it. Good look. McCracken doing a good job running in there to get the rebound. And we have a timeout before the jump ball situation. Timeout called by Dusty DeHaven, the head coach of the Ducks, with 90 seconds to play in the third quarter. 17-13, Ducks down by 4. For the Irish today, David James. He's number 14. His nickname, the Bubster. He goes to Center Grove Middle School North. Best part about basketball, having fun on the court. His favorite Trojan is Ryan Pendergraft. And he's a big fan of the Indiana Hoosiers. And LeBron James, his favorite NBA player. Big highlight for David James when I made my half-court shot to win the game at the buzzer. That's David James, number 14 today for the Irish, also known as the Bubster.
The Bubster. Always good to have nicknames, no matter what age.
The Ducks lining up in a stack play here on the out-of-bounds play. DeHaven will trigger it in. Sauter dribbles out on top, sets up the offense. He weaves through the defense and puts it in with the left hand. His first field goal, 4 points for Sauter. You can see they changed their offense a little bit, brought the players a little higher up on the court that time to allow the penetration and the 2 points. 17-15. Notre Dame with a 2-point lead. Jake Thompson to Fuss. He shoots, he misses. A rare miss for Fuss. Nice job on the rebound. We got a jump ball. Good job by Robinson to tie up. Was it Carter Pell, number 6?
Carter Pell, yep.
Both of them doing a good job going after it. Sauter with the right-handed dribble. His team down by 2 points. Again, weaving through the defenders. He is tripped up on his way to the basket. Let's see if it's on the floor or before the shot. That's the question.
On the floor, I think is what they're calling.
They're going to give him 2. That was could have gone about either way on that one.
Yep.
They're going to give him 2 shots. Sauter today, 2 of 4 from the free throw line, 4 points. Chance here to tie it. First free throw is good. 5 points for Drew Sauter. Next one is also good. We have a tie ball game. 17 apiece. Trying to remember, has Oregon led in this game yet today, Rick?
I don't think they have, Kevin.
So they have a chance here if they can get a stop to maybe take the lead. David James' shot is short. With a nice rebound is Carter Pell, and he's called for steps. 36 seconds to play here in the third quarter, and the Ducks have a chance to take their first lead of the ball game. High ball screen. Sauter redirects, goes down the lane, passes to Robinson. Robinson to DeHaven. DeHaven been a little bit quiet here in the third quarter, but boy, he was explosive in quarter number 2. DeHaven shot is long, out of bounds. Whistle on the play. Foul committed. Foul against
I think it was Mick
Oregon.
Robinson. Good job by Carter Pell right there of getting a block out in, and Robinson just went through him on the rebound, and that's where the foul was.
Notre Dame going for one shot. Good defense by DeHaven. Down to 3 seconds. 2. Thompson throws it towards the rim. Almost hit the three-pointer. And at the end of the third quarter, we are tied at 17 apiece. We got a good one here in the third grade championship. Notre Dame led 5-1 after the first quarter. In quarter number 2, the Ducks outscored the Irish 9-6 to close the gap to 11-10 at halftime. And now here at the end of the third quarter, we're tied at 17 apiece. Today's Center Grove Boys Basketball League championship games are being brought to you by Jets Pizza. Jets Pizza is located on State Road 135 in the Colby Shops. Jets Pizza is open daily for lunch and dinner. Call 317-881-JETS for pickup or delivery. Jets Pizza, life is short, eat better pizza. And again, Rick, it's great that Jets Pizza steps up today to sponsor our broadcast to make this all possible.
Yeah, it was great. The owner, Bob Maley, stepped up and became a presenting sponsor on the broadcast, enabled us to do this, which is a fantastic opportunity for all the relatives and the people that might not have been able to make it here or lived out of town or something like that. Plus, having the DVDs, knowing from experience a kid that played in the Bantam Football League Championship Super Bowl, having that DVD is just something that is a pretty cool opportunity for you to look at and remember the special game and the kids playing on the big court and all of that. So much appreciation for Jets Pizza. I had a couple pieces of their pizza a while ago. I've missed that since football season, Kevin. I don't know if my belly's missed that or my gut has missed that, but man, that's fantastic pizza.
And we just want to pass along, too, that if someone goes to Jets Pizza, when you're in there picking up your pizza, just tell them thank you for supporting the Center Grove Boys Basketball League, Center Grove Boys Basketball in general. They really have done a great job to step up and support the Center Grove community. To begin the fourth quarter, again, we're tied at 17 apiece. Rick, this is going to be a great fourth quarter.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a fantastic fourth quarter, and like I said, I think whichever team gets a couple buckets here and makes a little run might be the one that ends up winning.
David James misses on his shot. Matt Pence with the rebound. Stoops down the lane, scores.
Bucket.
Count it. He'll be at the line for one. Nice move by Stoops.
Yeah,
a little bit of an opening.
He's been a little quiet this game. He's only got 1 point going in the third quarter, but he's able to get points in a hurry. I think in the second quarter, in a semifinal game, he had 8 points in the second quarter. That kind of was where they got their lead, and he's able to score a lot in a hurry.
He misses his free throw. He got it back. His shot is off the mark, and now here comes Sauter. His team down by 2, trying to tie, and he does. He hits the layup.
Good job by Sauter. He just went coast to coast right there, and you have to find him as soon as he crosses half court.
Not a lot of scoring in this game in the first 3 quarters. You wonder, we're getting off to a pretty quick start here scoring-wise in the fourth quarter. Might be saving the best for last as the game is tied at 19 apiece. A missed shot by Thompson. Here comes Sauter. A chance for the Ducks to take their first lead of the ball game. Sauter works it to the right side with the dribble. Gagnon on the baseline, on his takeoff. He's called for steps.
Yeah, got in a little bit of a hurry right there and shuffled the pivot foot and got the traveling call.
1 minute into the fourth quarter, tied at 19 apiece. Another great one here in the sixth grade championship game. And now a carry called against David James. In the first game today in the third grade championship, North Carolina won by 4, so a 4-point margin there. In the fourth grade game, you got Duke winning by 1 point. And then in the fifth grade contest, a 4-point win for Indiana. So again, a lot of close games here today in the championships.
Yeah, that's what you're looking for. You normally have two of the better teams in the league that are in the championship game. So always good when you have close games.
The Quack Attack taking its first lead of the ball game, 21-19. Sauter scores his 10th point. He's starting to heat up. Pence tries a three, just rimmed it. Rebound, Ducks. Ducks with a 2-point lead, a chance to take its largest lead here on this trip. This is their first lead of the ball game. DeHaven with a big second quarter. Sauter having a big fourth quarter. Gagnon dribbling against Stoops, trying to get around Stoops. Now to Sauter. Nice screen out on top for Sauter. Matt Harris stepped up to give him a screen, a foul against Notre Dame. Nice entry pass to Harris. He was blocked from behind. DeHaven picked up the loose ball, put it in. He's fouled. Right place at the right time, Rick.
Yeah, it was a good out-of-bounds play. Harris got a good look. Ball got deflected when he shot it, and it went right to DeHaven, who was in a good spot. He put it in and got fouled. But just what we were talking about, after being 19-19 game, Oregon scored 4 straight, got a chance to go up by 5 here, and that's a pretty big lead sometimes. So we'll see if Notre Dame's able to come back.
Free throw is short. 23-19. Oregon with its largest lead of 4. 4:45 to play in the ball game. David James trying to make his way to the basket. He does. He misses the shot. Good rebound by Sauter. He pushes quickly into the front court now, slows it down. Now goes again, tries a reverse layup, just missed it. He's fouled. He'll get a couple of free throws. For the Oregon Ducks today, Jake Gagnon, number 4. He goes to Middle School Central. Mr. Painter, his favorite teacher, said the best part about basketball is having a team to trust. And he puts down here for Center Grove High School favorite player. The whole team is my favorite. I don't really have just one favorite player. He said in the NBA, though, his favorite team and player, the Oakland City Thunder and Kevin Durant. And the highlight for Jake, my second playoff game, I had my first 2 3-pointers, and we beat that team 45-28. I felt amazed. Jake Gagnon, number 4 for the Ducks. And Rick, what do we do on the free throws? Did we hit 1 out of 2?
Yeah, Drew Sauter hit 1 out of 2 on those free throws to bump that up to 5. Jake Thompson, good job of driving the ball down the middle of the lane and drew the foul against DeHaven. So Jake Thompson will have 2 free throws.
So for Drew Sauter, 11 points in the ball game. Thompson's first free throw is no good.
But they had a lane violation against Oregon, so he'll get 2 more.
Thompson today, 5 points, 1 of 2 from the free throw line, and it is a 2-shot foul, so he'll get 1 more. Again, Notre Dame led after the first quarter, 5-1, led 11-10 after the second quarter, and then tied at the end of the third quarter. And here in the fourth quarter, the Ducks have taken a lead now of 4 points as Thompson hits the next free throw, 1 out of 2. He's got 6 points in the ball game. Sauter going to the basket, got under the basket a little bit too much, missed the shot. In transition, Stoops misses, followed up by Pence. He can't convert. Ball's loose, mad scramble. Several players
get on the floor.
On the floor, and now we're going to have a jump ball. Count the bodies, Rick. 1, 2, 3, 4 bodies on the floor.
Fantastic effort by those kids. That's what you always want to see. Kids diving on the floor after
and Sauter loses his shoes, so that's just 2 teams wanting it pretty bad. And a timeout called by Notre Dame. 4:07 to play. Again, this one going right down to the wire. The Ducks in front, 24-20. For Notre Dame today, Carter Pell, he is number 6. He goes to Center Grove Middle School Central. His favorite teacher, Mr. Painter. Favorite thing about basketball, he says he loves to play defense. Favorite Trojan player, don't have one on the list, but he does say here that his favorite NBA team, the Miami Heat. And he likes Dwayne Wade. Big highlight of his basketball career, he said, playing in today's championship. That's Carter Pell, number 6 for Notre Dame. And we got Alex Petro providing the entertainment here during the timeout.
Yeah, somebody needs to get control of that kid.
And now we've got for Oregon, number 5, Brandon Fields. He goes to Middle School Central, Mr. Fritz. His favorite teacher and his favorite thing about playing basketball is making shots. And his favorite Trojan of all time, former great Johnny Marlin. Mini Mr. Basketball, Johnny Marlin. And for Brandon Fields, his favorite NBA team, the LA Lakers, his favorite player, Kobe Bryant. Highlight for Brandon, beating Notre Dame in the regular season, and they're trying to do it again here in the championship game today. That's Brandon Fields, number 5 for the Oregon Ducks. The Ducks with the basketball and a 4-point lead, 4 minutes to play in the ball game. Runner is good by Sauter. He's having a great fourth quarter. 13 points for Drew Sauter.
Yeah, right now 13 for Sauter, 13 for DeHaven. Only 2 people have scored for Oregon, but those are 2 fantastic players.
Ball went off White. That's Matt Harris. Touching the ball last. Irish need a basket. They have not scored in several possessions here. Good defense by Gagnon, out of bounds. It belongs to the Ducks. That is some good heavy pressure by Gagnon.
Gagnon's played well defensively all game. I mean, he's done a good job against Stoops and Thompson when he's guarded him as well. So good contributions by Gagnon.
Down the lane. Sauter is fouled. He'll get a couple of free throws.
Fouls on Grant Stoops. Drew Sauter at the line, 2 shots.
(26-20). Oregon, 6-point lead. Again, Notre Dame had the lead at the end of the first quarter and at halftime. But so far, it's Oregon here in the second half. Sauter's free throw is off the mark. One more coming. $13 points for Drew Sauter today. Like you said, in DeHaven, 13 points also. He had a big second quarter with 9 points, and the next one is good. 7-point lead for the Ducks. Thompson, he'll take a 3. Good look. Long rebound. Gagnon doing a good job hustling after the ball. It will be Duck ball. Again, Gagnon, I think, again, like you said, hustling, really playing a good game for the Ducks. And we talked about Fuss playing really well today for the Irish. DeHaven dribbling, gets a high ball screen down the lane, draws contact, scores, he's fouled. Great play by DeHaven. He's a very strong young man.
Well, and what the Oregon does well is they spread you out and have those 2 guys just drive the lane, and they're very difficult to guard, and they've both been able to score in the fourth quarter here.
Trying to convert on an old-fashioned 3-point play, and he does. 16 points for Luke DeHaven. 30-20, a 10-point lead for the Ducks. Pence gets a high ball screen, pulls up, jump shot is short. On the rebound, Pell puts it up, just left it short. Good look. Thompson rips it out of there. Great rebound by Thompson. He'll try a 3 and swish. Nice looking shot by Jacob Thompson. 9 points for Thompson. 7-point lead for the Ducks, 30-23. Rick, do the Ducks look to take the air out of the ball here?
Yeah, I would bet with those 2 guys, they handle the ball well. Very difficult to, or they're going to pop a 3.
And he drains the 3. Huge shot for Luke DeHaven. 19 points for Luke DeHaven. So does that mean he has scored out?
That is it for him.
They do have a limit of how many points an individual player can score. So Luke DeHaven has scored out. His team in front, 34-23. 2:12 to play here in the ball game. This is the 6th grade championship game at the West Gym, being presented by Jets Pizza. Irish, they've been held scoreless for some time.
Foul
against the Ducks.
Yeah, Oregon's got I think they got an extra point up on that board. I think it's 33-23, but they had 17 points at the end of the third quarter and got 16 already in the fourth quarter. They've just come alive between DeHaven and Sauter.
Another three by Jake Thompson. It is off the mark. And DeHaven is fouled at midcourt.
They got to have somebody else shoot the free throw, I think.
Thompson, reach-in foul. Bonus shots coming up here for the Ducks.
That's what they're talking about right now is in sixth grade, if you score 18 points, you score out. So if you get fouled after you score out, then I believe the coach of the team gets to pick who they want to shoot those free throws.
We have DeHaven with 19 points, and at this moment he's going to walk up to the free throw line, so I guess he will take the free throws unless my stat sheet is incorrect.
That's what I had was 19.
The officials talking to the coaches about this situation. So with a break in the action, we've got our last profile of the day, number 8, Matt Harris of the Oregon Ducks. He goes to Middle School Central. Mr. Quinlan, his favorite teacher. Best part about basketball, have fun with my friends. Favorite college team, Purdue.
Bingo.
Favorite player, A.J. Hammonds.
Bingo.
Likes the Indiana Pacers and Paul George. And big highlight for Matt Harris making it to today's championship game. Matt Harris, number 8 for the Oregon Ducks.
It sounds like you saved the best one for last, Kevin, with those selections.
There you go.
No, I've seen Matt's dad driving around with the Purdue license plate, and I saw him the other day and told him that it's nice to see another Boilermaker license plate in this area. There's not enough of them.
A lot of red and white in the Center Grove community, whether supporting the Trojans or the Hoosiers, and DeHaven hits the free throw. 20 points for DeHaven. 20 of the team's 35 as he sets for the next one. And just missed it. David James with the rebound. The Ducks with a commanding lead, 35-23, a minute 40 to play in the final quarter. On the rebound, pushing foul against the Oregon Ducks. Rick, just a big thank you to you, the Center Grove Boys Basketball League. I know between you and Billy Bemis and also Bo Barrett and, of course, Mike Eckert, the president, putting this together today. It took a lot of hard work, and also a big thank you to Coach Cliff Hawkins for allowing the players to play here today. But this has been a special day of basketball for sure.
Well, and it's something that, we've seen football do this for several years, and it's just you always talk to the kids about, wow, playing on the high school field. And Billy Bowe and I started talking about this about halfway through the year this year and said, why can't we do this at the West Gym? West Gym's kind of got that old feel. Let's give it a shot and see what happens. So a lot of help, a lot of sponsors stepped up, and we're able to put this together, and it's turned out very well so far.
Stoops hits both free throws, so for Stoops today, 5 points, and now the ball's stolen away. It's a 10-point lead for the Ducks. Irish, they need some three-pointers if they can get some good looks. Turnaround shot is good for Pell, his first basket. Carter Pell scores. It's now an 8-point lead for the Oregon Ducks. Timeout called by the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Minute 16 left, Rick. Boy, anything can happen when you put on that full court pressure. You force some turnovers, get some easy baskets, and all of a sudden the Irish might get back into this one.
Yeah, I think, they had a lead of 12 just about 30 seconds ago, and they're able to get a couple buckets here, and you get a couple steals, a couple more three-pointers or whatever. Anything can happen. I mean, it's something where obviously Coach Pell and Coach Stoops, kids aren't going to give up. They're used to being down by this a big amount against Oregon, and it'll be an interesting last minute and 16 seconds.
Irish down by 8, 1:16 to play in the fourth. They go to DeHaven, and DeHaven is fouled. Reach-in foul against David James. And he'll be shooting some free throws. They will put Drew Sauter at the line to shoot these free throws, so I guess
maybe
Luke
we were
DeHaven
off
is
by
truly
a bucket or something.
Scored out. We had DeHaven with 20, but maybe we had him for one too many points. So Sauter now shooting the free throws, and the first one rolls off. We do have Sauter with 14 points.
I think the scoreboard might be wrong. I'm thinking it's 34-27.
Next one is good by Sauter. 15 points for Sauter. 36-27 is what the scoreboard says in favor of the Oregon Ducks. Jacob Thompson steps back, takes a three, hits another three. He's hit a couple today. He's got a nice looking shot from three-point range.
Yeah, a couple little step backs right there. Loose ball on the floor.
2-possession game, 36-30. Irish within 6. Sauter gets it across midcourt. Whistle on the play. A reach-in foul called against the Irish. The Irish coaching staff wanting a carrying against Sauter, but the official said he kept his hand on top, so no violation. And Sauter will shoot some free throws here for the Ducks. 43 seconds to play. It is a 2-possession lead for Oregon. Free throw by Sauter is good.
$14 free throws on the game. This will be his 15th free throw.
Next
for
one
Sauter.
is off the mark. 16 points for Sauter. 35 seconds to play. Matt Pence had the ball knocked away on the floor, trying to get it to his teammate. He does to Thompson. Thompson leans in.
Fouled on the three.
He's fouled. They will give him 3 shots. He's fouled by Sauter. 3 shots for Jacob Thompson. 37-30. 7-point lead for the Ducks. Free throw by Thompson is a little bit long. Next one is short. Thompson just needs to step back to the three-point line and shoot these free throws. He's been deadly from three-point range today. A couple of three-pointers. Next free throw is short. David James with the rebound. They go to Thompson. He's going to fire the three, and he hit another one. Wow. Jake Thompson on fire with 15 points. He's got 3 three-pointers. It's a 4-point ball game. The Ducks lead it by 4, 37-33. Timeout called. 21 seconds left to play. Rick, it was just, moments ago, the Ducks were up by 12 points.
Yeah, they were, and Jake Thompson single-handedly shot Notre Dame back in the game, and now it's a 4-point game. So fantastic fourth quarter by not only Jake Thompson, but on the other side, Oregon, DeHaven and Sauter have been fantastic in the fourth quarter as well.
When you've got that 3-ball, lead is never for sure. 21 seconds left in the 6th grade championship game. The Oregon Ducks clinging to a 37-33 lead. Following this game, we have the 7th and 8th graders playing in the final championship game today. Again, 5 championships, 1 day, 1 venue right here at the historic West Gym at Center Grove High School. It's been a great day of basketball. Full court pressure by the Irish. Ball goes to DeHaven, down the sideline with the dribble, being chased by Jacob Thompson. Reach-in foul, stops the clock with 17 seconds. And now we'll see who they put at the free throw line. 16 points for Sauter. And I believe he can go up there as, again, what's the limit, 17?
It's 18 for this league.
18.
So he hits both of these, and I don't know what they're going to do. Somebody else is going to have to score. Or shoot him at least.
First one is no good. Sauter sets for the next one. And it is no good on the rebound. Good job by DeHaven.
Rebound there.
DeHaven nearly had the ball taken away. Pass goes to the baseline to Jackson, and Evan Jackson is fouled. So Jackson should get some free throws here. David James commits the foul.
I think that's 5 on James.
David James today had him for 3 points as he fouls out. Good effort by David James today. What's his nickname again?
Bulldog or
the Bubster?
The Bubster. Sorry, I missed that. I'm still thinking about Pence's girlfriend and his 812 Instagram followers.
First free throw by Evan Jackson, no good. We're down to 10 seconds in the game. Oregon in front by 4, 37-33. Jackson's free throw is no good. Offensive rebound. The putback does not go for Harris. The ball's loose. Here comes Pence. 3 seconds, 2. He'll pop a 3 at the buzzer, and it's no good. And the final score, 37-33. The Oregon Ducks come back here in the second half to win the 6th grade championship game over the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Rick Embry will make his way down to the court to talk to Dusty DeHaven, the head coach of the victorious Oregon Ducks. Today's Center Grove Boys Basketball League Championship games from the historic West Gym at Center Grove High School are being proudly presented by Jets Pizza at CenterGroveSportsNetwork.com.
Ray Skim's got your truck, man. Big and little trucks, man. Integrated locations, man. Skim's got your truck, man. He's got SUVs, crossovers, long bed, short bed, flat bed, dump cab, crew cab, center cab, half ton, 3/4 ton, 1 ton, high cube van, cargo van, diesel engine, gas in stock, or custom in the color you want, man. Ray Skim's got your truck, man. Big and little trucks, man. Integrated locations, man. Skim's got your truck, man. Ray Skillman's got your truck, man.
The Oregon Ducks win the 6th grade championship here at the West Gym at Center Grove High School, defeating the Notre Dame Fighting Irish in a great one. 37-33 the final score. The Ducks trailed by 1 at halftime, 11-10. Tied it at the end of the third quarter and then took control of this game in the fourth quarter, winning by 4, 37-33. Let's now join Rick Embry, who's on the courts with the championship coach, Dusty DeHaven, and the Oregon Ducks.
Thanks, Kevin. I'm down here with the winning coach for the 6th grade Oregon Ducks, Dusty DeHaven. Dusty, fantastic fourth quarter for you guys. You know, you struggled the first few quarters hitting shots, missed some easy shots. Your son Luke kept your team in the game in that first half with 10 big points in the second quarter. But in the fourth quarter, Luke and Drew both took over. Tell us about how this victory feels.
Feels great. You know, the boys put in a good, hard fight. We, there in the beginning, like you said, we were struggling and trouble putting points on the board. 1 point, I believe, in the first quarter. But we were able to, play good defense. That was the key. I mean, we worked really hard to get our defense up to par. They've got a lot of scorers on that team. 4 different kids that can score really, really well, capable of scoring 10 points a game. So we did a nice job keeping pressure on them, and then we were able to get some shots down there in the last half to get us a victory. So
yeah, and I mean, you talked about obviously Luke was fantastic. I think he had 20 and Drew had 16 or 17 as well. But you're right, it's the defense that keeps you in games like that. You got contributions from all the kids and rebounds, and somebody's got to set those screens and all of that. So I mean, talk about your team, how they progressed throughout the year, and culminating with the championship today.
We started out real strong. We won our first 4. And then struggled a little bit for the next 4 games. We won 3 of those 4, but it was a struggle. And, actually we lost 3 of those 4. But then in the tournament we played great. And we've seen several kids really step up. Jake Gagnon, he started scoring there in the last part of the season. Matt Harris has really turned the corner and rebounded well. And all the kids have really just been great to work with. And defense was the key, right? And we worked this week you know, Grant Stoops killed us in the last game we played them. We were able to beat them last time, but Grant scored several points, and Jake worked really hard today, and I was really proud of the way he played. So I thought we did a good job today.
Well, congratulations again, Dusty. 6th grade champions, the Oregon Ducks.
Thank you, Rick Embry, with the Oregon Ducks head coach Dusty DeHaven. Congratulations to Oregon winning the 6th grade championship over the Notre Dame Fighting Irish 37-33 the final. Also congratulations to Coach Jeremy Pell and his squad. They played a fine ball game. They led throughout the first half and had the game tied going into the fourth quarter, but the Ducks a little bit too much in the final quarter. It's been another outstanding season at the Center Grove Boys Basketball League. Congratulations to all the players, coaches, and parents for making this a special season. A big thank you to the Center Grove Boys Basketball League board members for their countless hours of dedication to Center Grove youth basketball. Also, special thanks to Center Grove High School varsity basketball coach Cliff Hawkins for his guidance and contributions to the Center Grove Boys Basketball League. Today's game was produced by CenterGroveSportsNetwork.com and New 5 Creative. The executive producer is Matt Murray, and production assistant was Austin Tyke. Today's basketball broadcast was made possible by our title sponsor, Jed's Pizza. Once again, congratulations to the Oregon Ducks winning the 6th grade championship over the Notre Dame Fighting Irish 37-33. For Rick Embry, this is Kevin Conrad saying so long, everyone, from the historic West Gym at Center Grove High School.